Early maturity stems from survival, not innate strength. Parentification and emotional neglect rewrite brain development, forge resilience with collateral damage, and ripple through generations. Transformation begins by confronting the childhood adaptations that shaped us, but do not define us. Picture this. You're 7. There's chaos at home, addiction, anger, or an emptiness so thick it chills your bones. Something clicks. If you don't hold your family together, nobody will. This is how a childhood silently vanishes, leaving an adult child whose greatest skill is survival. But at a hidden cost, you become the emotional anchor. You scan every adult face for storms before they start speaking. Psychologists call this parentification, a reversal where a child picks up adult duties, shielding siblings, soothing parents, even managing money or secrets. The world applauds you. So mature, so responsible, so strong. But they never ask, what did you leave behind to be so good? When boundaries blur and the child steps into the parent's shoes, childhood shrinks. Emotional milestones get skipped. Play is replaced by vigilance. No one notices the grief. You're busy smiling, keeping up the facade that everything is fine. But what actually happens inside the brain of a child forced to adapt too soon? Developmental psychology makes it clear. Survival adaptation is a sign of environmental stress, not special talent. Children raised in unpredictable homes, through illness, loss, addiction, constant conflict, are thrust into survival roles. Their brains evolve to have higher stress reactivity, threat detection, and chronic hypervigilance. You become skilled at calming conflict and dodging danger, but your own feelings get muted, your authentic self buried. Sometimes this creates resilience and emotional maturity, coping skills stronger than steel, but beneath the surface lie cracks, higher risk of anxiety, depression, poor boundaries, even addiction and academic issues. You learn to give emotional support, but rarely receive it. Love becomes transactional. If I keep the peace, maybe I'll feel safe. But what about adulthood? Do these adaptations fuel success or sabotage intimacy and happiness? Fast forward. Now you're grown up, the quiet achiever, the hyper-independent partner, the therapist friend. Boundaries blur. You never ask for help. Trust feels dangerous. Parentified children often become adults who mistake hyper-independence for strength and feel exhausted by relationships. You crave genuine love but flinch from vulnerability, fearing exposure as weak or burdensome. Academic performance can falter under the hidden weight. Social isolation grows. It's easier to manage everyone else's emotions than risk letting someone hold yours. You overfunction, overachieve, but sometimes feel hollow, like a child left out of recess, watching life from the window. So how do you heal? Can you actually transform survival adaptations into something softer, truer, and free? The journey starts with witnessing yourself. Admitting survival skills are not character flaws, but old tools that saved you. Fine is a mask, not a fate. Therapists call it reparenting. Neuroscience confirms the brain, even in adulthood, can rewire to embrace, play, rest, and safe connection. Shadow work is brutal. Processing grief, letting yourself mourn birthdays where no one showed up. Feeling pain is proof of healing. Your forgotten child wasn't weak. They were brilliantly adaptive. Resilience grows through supported vulnerability. Therapy or safe spaces that let you rest and receive, not just give. You learn that maturity earned through insecurity needs softening, permission to play, mess up, be held. But there's a bigger question. If early adaptation shapes you, can you break the cycle for the next generation? Parentified adults often struggle as parents, either repeating old patterns or bending over backward to protect their children. Research shows healing isn't just personal, it prevents transmission of stress, replacing praise for strength with validation of feelings, teaching boundaries, vulnerability, and the value of safe childhood. It's not about erasing hardship, it's about anchoring growth in care, not crisis. The intergenerational cycle stops when you witness your own story, honor your wounds, and give the next generation a chance to simply be a child. What would you say to your 7-year-old self if you could meet them now? The survival strategies you learned may have saved you, but they don't have to decide your future. Is adulthood something you earned too early, or the healing work of reclaiming what was lost. You can take off the armor. Who would you be if you stopped managing everyone else and started holding yourself? This time, you get to grow from truth, not pressure or fear. What's your experience of growing up fast? Has adulthood given you permission to be a child again? Let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.